Hey guys, how are you? It is Tuesday, February 2nd, and I am still working on this one. So I finished sort of like a small section, and I did the blue like all the way up to there, and I did some of the orange and the brown. So moving on to the next row. So I can figure out where my okay. I hope everyone is doing well. Just gonna load my pen with wax and then we can get started. So I love anything to do with fantasy. So I found some interesting poems. I love this site. This site has everything about poems. So, you know, I'm gonna put that there and get my tray. And this, like I said, this site literally has everything. So, like, I know Valentine's Day is coming up. I don't know what day is. No. Hang on. Calendar. It looks like it's on Sunday, but I don't know. Calendar. Thank you. Sometimes the computer likes to be a little, you know. So I get that's a little bit. Yeah, either way, I think it's on Sunday, but I could be wrong. So I may do some Valentine's Day poems. Yes, it's on Sunday. So, with that being said, I'll probably do it. Sorry, my leg hit the table. So I may do it like on Friday or something like that, because normally I'm not in here on the weekends. So okay. So fantasy poems. Let's get started on that. Okay, do you know where fairies live? By Anne Pollock. Pollock. Do you know where fairy lives? To see just one, I'd gladly give the moon and the stars and galaxies, and the sail above the summer breeze. Kindly sir, pray do tell. Do you know where fairies dwell? Little friend, you look for too far. Can't you see where you are? Tending flowers like busy bees, standing smaller than your knees. You must see them just like I, when you bid doubts goodbye. Okay, gentle sir, when I was small, I climbed above your garden wall, and there, to my surprise and joy, stood a little winged boy. He winked at me and flew away into the myth of yesterday. But you were just a child then, before you ripened into 10. And as you grew up, you were taught what is real and what is not. But trust your heart, you can unlearn, believe in fairies, and they will return. Kind of like that one. This one is just called Dreams. By Jane A. Beresford? I don't know. Okay. We slip beneath the pillow spell and adrift from heaven into hell to lose control of a conscious mind, the secrets of our soul to find. A timeless journey fills our being. The blind man becomes all seeing. The lonely now becomes the lover, the childless a wife and a loving mother. Sorry, I think that was my stomach. I didn't eat yet, so. If you heard that little, like, gurgling noise, that was my stomach. Sorry. Okay, reflection of our dormant fears once awakened may reduce to tears. Was sleep the master free to prey on untold which they might stray? Song about an old troll by J.R.R. Tolkien. That's kind of a cool name. Come on. Okay. Troll sat alone of a seat of a stone, and munched and mumbled on a bare old bone. For many for many a year he had gone it near. For mint was hard to come by, done by gum by. In a cave in the hills where he dwelt alone, and meat was hard to come by. Up came Tom with his big boots on. He said he to Troll, "Pray, what is yon? For it looks like the shin of my Uncle Tim, as be a lion layin' in a graveyard." Okay, sorry about that. Okay, I'm gonna just reread. Up came Tom with his big boots on. Said he to Toll, "Pay, what is yon? For it looks like the shine of my Uncle Tim, as should be a lion or layin' in a graveyard, a caveyard, a paveyard. This many a year has Tim been gone, as I thought we were lying." Okay, I don't like this poem. It's too hard for me to read. It's like all these different words. I'm sorry about that. Oh wow, that was a really long poem too. Sorry, it was too hard for me to read. When I get something that's too hard for me to read, I just don't do it. And it looked like it was a mouthful too, like of different words, so it's like, okay. I need something, like when I read something, I need it to be simple, not complicated. Okay, so this new poem that I decided just to jump to was Castle of Poets by Mike Quinn. The castle is a place where poets dwell, where each can cast a wondrous spell, from the turriest high to the dungeons deep, from each portcullis to central keep. It is so powerful walls keep foes at bay. They keep us safe from day to day. The knights and brave and fight with steel in armored suits and swords of steel. The poets live as all men should, side by side in brotherhood. The magic of the rhyme is all they seek, from modern tongue to ancient Greek. The castle's echoes with sound of joy and haunting words from man and boy. The maidens fair who live within 10 words of love and carnal sin. Okay. For each one here, there is a place to there. Okay. For each one here, there is a place to release the soul from inner space. With the world, with the world, with words, of mirth and sorrow both, in which a spell of evil oath. The castle grows from day to day, and the people came from far away. But once inside these walls of gray, they know that they are here to stay. Their words their words are all leave in this place. Their souls, the castle shall embrace. So in our quest for a perfect poem, we call this place our sonnets home. I really like that. I like anything to do like with medieval times. That's like my favorite time period for some reason. I don't know why. It's just maybe like all the clothes and the stuff that they wore was neat. And I think that's partially why I got into Game of Thrones too, because it's medieval times, right? And it's all in the medieval. And, in school I even did really well in that section. In like history class, I would I always loved it. Okay. This next one is called Grace. It's about a mermaid. It was supposed to be anyways. It's like a poem about a mermaid. I just said that. Sorry. Just gonna grab a water right here. I walked up to the beach to collect some shells. I stood on the pier and listened to the sounds. There was a glitter in the distance like silver and gold. It shined out of the water, never growing old. When I got to the pier onto the beach, that silver and gold shimmer was in my reach. I ran into the water, forgetting my clothes, feeling the water and the sand between my toes. Just I was there, going to grab. The shimmer stopped, now growing old. A head popped up from the water. She smiled at me. Then came a burst of laughter. She dived into the water, her tail shining bright. Leaving a splash, I followed her after the light. She held my hand. As we swam deeper, I realized I could breathe the salty water. Over the sand and the coral and the rocks, the mermaid hair was shining within beautiful locks. I love that poem. That must have been my favorite poem. Oh wait, no, it's not done yet. We were swimming up now into the sky, up onto the sand where we said goodbye. She said, "I am Grace. I will see you again." "Goodbye," I called, and she was gone with a flick of a fin. That was my favorite poem. Definitely, hands down. Okay, last poem, you guys. This one is called The Lonely Dragon. I love dragons. By Jessica. The enormous red and black beauty of the sky always been free to fly, but since all the little creatures with their bows and arrows inhibited of the lands, freedom was no longer grace. In disbelief, I am the only one of my kind, always hiding behind great green vines, trying to pretend everything is fine. A lonely magical creature, a pure, fierce beauty of my empty blue sky, all alone in a big black hole of despair, whimpering over the decisions once beautiful and once peaceful land is now an unsafe land of ruins. Hey. Sorry, I hit the table again. My fault. Okay, flying with nothing but peace in my mind over the misty mountains and the colorful field of flowers, hearing the screams of the little creatures, then suddenly a sharp silver arrow through the head, dropping involuntarily to the ground like unwanted piece of meat. Not being able to fend off all the beating and bashing, my soul starts drifting to a more peaceful place where my mystical family gracefully fly free, a place with limited strawberries and daisies, listening to the now faint, malicious laughter of those cruel little creatures, a painful yet calming breeze blows over my listless body, and finally free to fly into the wondrous crystal blue sky. Now I'm not the lonely red and black creature of the empty sky. Peace. That is a good poem. That kind of reminds me of Lord of the Rings, kind of, you know. Because they said the misty mountains and, you know. So I hope you guys like those poems. And I hope to be back tomorrow with more. I'm going to try and go to you know what, maybe I'll go to Thursday because I remember I have a class that I'm attending to on Friday afternoon, so I won't have time in the afternoon, but if not, I'll try for Friday morning to do a drill with me. I'm doing a watercolor class, so that should be fun, right? Yeah. So that is all I have for you today. I hope you guys continue to stay safe. And hopefully I'll be back tomorrow with more. Bye, guys.